Good morning and a very welcome to a new video. I, in my opinion, recorded such a cool video today for you. So I did another full day of eating. I do them quite often, but this time I tried to do like a little bit of a different concept of it. What I want to show you today is every single meal I'm eating. I am eating 6 meals and the macro breakdown and the different amounts of foods I use for every single meal as well. Plus, so right now I actually eat 2,100 calories, but I want to show you how I would eat like the exact same meals when I would want to cut, when I would want to be in a calorie deficit and like save on some carbs and fats here and there. Meals stay the same, food sources stay the same. I don't cut out anything at all. I just limit a couple of like food sources here and there. What would bring me in the end on around 1,700 calories, not even, instead of my actual 2,100. So what I filmed for you are actually 2,100 calories, but I'm gonna explain it to you as if it would be only 1,700. So I hope you'll enjoy. Also, the foods I used today, they are all prepped already. I just had them in the fridge and just put them together on the plate. So it's not that exciting. I'm not really cooking anything. I just use the microwave a lot. But see yourself. Good morning! So I started off my day today with a nice and big bowl of oatmeal. I cooked the oats in 80 grams of egg whites and topped all of that with 25 grams of peanut butter. I like to cook it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes first, only with water. Then I add the egg whites and cook it again for 30 seconds twice to get it nice and fluffy and soft and very delicious. I did use 40 grams of oats today. But if I would want to reduce my calorie intake, I would just cut back on the oats on 30 grams for this meal. Meal number 2 is not in here. It was my pre-workout consisting of 30 grams of oats. Since I want to film the diet plan today, I didn't film those 30 grams and would just cut them out if I want to stay around 1,700 calories. But then, post-workout, I had 30 grams of protein powder mixed in some water. I used vegan protein powder to make like a protein mousse because this protein powder gets nice and thick, takes in so much water, and that's just very filling. What is especially great if you're trying to cut back on some calories. And next to that, I did have a serving of cereals. Cereals aren't filling at all, so if I would want to have more volume, I could just substitute the cereals with some oats or some potatoes as a carb source after my workout. But I really like cereals and I like to treat myself with that after a workout as a kind of a reward, right? So here you see I used 2 servings because again, I personally didn't eat in a calorie deficit today, but if I would want to eat in a calorie deficit, again, I would just cut back on 1 serving and just have 1, what equals around 100 to 120 calories depending on what cereal brand you take. Then for my next meal, something like lunch, I guess, I had 100 grams of cod. I just microwaved it with some salt and lemon juice to cook it, and then I combined that with 35 grams of rice, 150 grams of broccoli, some avocado and salmon. It's a very delicious and wholesome meal. I didn't use a lot of salmon though because I'm trying to incorporate 30 grams of salmon every single day because I do not like salmon that much. It is recommended to eat 3.5 ounces 2 times a week of salmon to get in enough healthy omega-3 fats. I just rather have just a little bit every single day, so that's why just so little. And then the next meal, kind of similar to this meal, was again some broccoli, 150 grams, with 35 grams of rice, so the same amount as in the previous meal. This time though I had 2 ounces of natural ground beef instead of the cod, avocado and salmon. What makes this meal a little smaller calorie wise, but as delicious. And then the last meal, aka kind of like dinner, I like to have 2 corn tortillas with just a little bit of cream cheese for the taste. So for both tortillas together, I only needed to use around 9 to 10 grams of cream cheese. And then I filled it with a little more cod, 100 grams, to have like a kind of like a fish taco, I guess. And then I had a yogurt, a Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt on the side to just get in some more protein. And then as my last meal, like kind of my night snack, I enjoyed some Kodiak cake pancake mix. I used 30 grams. So again, if I would want to cut, I would have just used water. You see me pouring some milk in there because I used 70 milliliters of 2% milk for my recipe today. But everything else stayed the same. I microwaved that for 1 minute. It's just easier sometimes than to use the pan, and it is at least as delicious. Then I topped all of that with some cinnamon and honey. Plus, on the side I had a little protein shake with a serving of fruits. I used 50 grams of raspberries today with half a scoop of protein powder to upper my protein intake for today a little bit. With that I only used water, 50 grams of raspberries and some ice, and then I mixed all of that nicely to get it nice and fluffy and cold. And yeah, that was my night snack. Alright, I really appreciate that you made it to the end of this video. Now again to the calories a little bit. As I said in the beginning already, I was actually eating 2,100 calories with those meals. I explained it to you in just 1,700 calories. And if you would use the serving sizes and everything I put in this video, you would be on 133 grams of protein, 44 grams of fat and 204 grams of carb. I instead used, again, different serving sizes to get 400 calories more in, and I did end up with 137 grams of protein, 55 grams of fat and 264 grams of carbs. And I think that kind of shows us 2 different things. First of all, that when you're trying to cut some calories, you don't have to cut out whole meals and starve yourself. But the second thing, kind of seeing it the other way around, it is so easy to overeat or to eat more than you think you would if you don't control your portion sizes. Just like something to think about maybe. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this style of video as well. It was very fun for me to film. Yeah, a little bit different. And maybe you could get something out for yourself of that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.